I remember the first time I realized that the man who I assumed was my biological father was indeed not. At that moment, I never felt quite whole, like the other half of me was missing. Ever since then, I spent the next 8 years of my life wondering about this mystery man and why he had decided to leave me. On my 18th birthday, I took a leap of faith. Despite the fear and anxiety that I had felt, I accepted his friend request on Facebook and sent him a message. Over the months, this man evolved from a mysterious being to a man with a real name, a real face, and a real voice that I could actually identify. We agreed that he would come down and visit me for my high school graduation. I was so excited. I was going to finally meet him in the flesh. The week before, he had called saying that, unfortunately, he could not get off of work and thus could not attend my graduation. I was devastated. It was like he had abandoned me all over again. My insecure childhood thoughts returned, and he became a mysterious man once again. But it actually worked out, because a month later, he came down, and we spent the whole day together. The morning of, I sat on the porch of Crackle Barrel, rocking back and forth in the rocking chair, trying to prepare for this meeting. A million anxious thoughts ran through my head, like, would he even still love me after all of these years? When he finally arrived, he greeted me and hugged me, and I knew that it would be alright. I was still his daughter that he had loved. During the day, I realized that we were actually so much alike. We shared the same mannerisms, like the way we had to analyze every last item in the Coke Museum. We even shared similar food tastes, preferring exotic flavored tacos to plain ordinary burgers. I thought to myself, how could I act so much like this man when I had just met him hours ago? At lunch, he met my boyfriend and interviewed him, just like any old father would. We finished the day with school supply shopping at Walmart. He complained about prices and asked if I was really going to use all the stuff that we had bought. I complained to him about being cheap and had to convince him how every single item would be necessary. Even though we were shopping for the first semester of college, it felt more like the first day of kindergarten. At that moment, it felt like a normal father-daughter relationship. Tim was more than my biological father at that time. He was my dad. 18 years of absence was filled. I finally found the missing half of me.